Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hafizuddin Zulkifli. My matric number is 288748. Now we will start with introduction to MFRS 15, which is revenue from contract with customer. Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard 15, MFRS 15, revenue from contract with customer, signifies a crucial development in how organizations recognize revenue. Aligned with the International Financial Reporting Standard IFRS 15, MFRS 15 was implemented by the Malaysian Accountant Standard Board (MASB) to provide a comprehensive framework for revenue recognition across industry. This standard supersedes the previous MFRS 118, offering a unified approach for all contracts with customer. Staying informed about MFRS 15 is essential for organizations seeking clarity, transparency, and compliance in the evolving landscape of financial reporting. Now moving on to summary of MFRS 15. MFRS 15 serves as comprehensive framework established by MASB. It guides entities in recognizing revenue from contract with customer to enhance consistency, comparability, and transparency in financial reporting across industries. MFRS 15 adopts a structured 5-step model for recognizing revenue, ensuring a systematic approach. The standard introduced significant changes, including the elimination of industry-specific guidance, a more principle-based approach, and enhanced disclosure requirement. While providing a robust framework, its implementation poses challenges, especially for entities with complex contractual arrangement. Issues related to the determining stand-alone selling prices, identifying performance obligations, and accounting for variable consideration require careful consideration. The standard effective since January 1st, 2018 emphasizes the faithful representation of the transfer of goods and services to customers, aiming to provide users of financial statement with a meaningful information, fostering transparency and comparability. Next is theories on the development of MFRS 15. MFRS 15, the revenue recognition standard, has evolved through various accounting theories, providing insight into its development motivation. Normative theories emphasizing how things should be support the creation of unified revenue recognition standard in MFRS 15 to improve comparability and transparency in financial reporting. This theory suggests that MFRS 15 addresses disparities in revenue recognition procedure, aiming for uniformity and comparability across financial statements. Second, positive theory, focusing on describing and forecasting actual behavior as the means real-world incentive influencing stakeholders like preparers, auditors, and users. For example, it explores how lobbying efforts and by business organizations influence the standards development. And third, regulatory theory, concerned with the effect of law as standard-setting organization, analyze the impact of entities like the International Accounting Standard Board (IASB) in creating standard. In the context of MFRS 15, for example, regulatory theory examines how the IASB addressed international concern and promoted global harmonization. Together, these accounting theories offer a comprehensive understanding of the motivation and dynamics behind the development of MFRS 15.
Assalamualaikum Doctor. My name is Muhammad Sasmi bin Jabi. My matrix number is 288526. So next, we move to the development of MFRS 15, which is the revenue from contract with customer. The evaluation of revenue recognition standard by the International Accounting Standard Board (IASB) spanned several key milestones. In May 2014, IFRS 15 revenue from contract with customer was introduced, providing a comprehensive framework and replacing several preceding standards and interpretation. Subsequent amendment and clarification, including those in April 2016, did not alter the core principle of IFRS 15, but provided additional guidance and transitional relief. Notably, the effective date of revenue from contract with customer MFRS 15 was deferred to January 1, 2018 as shown. And its application was impacted by other standards like IFRS 16 basis. In May 2017, IFRS 17 insurance contract allowed entity to choose between IFRS 17 and IFRS 15 for certain fixed fee service contract meeting the definition of insurance contract, while other standards made minor consequential amendment to IFRS 15, demonstrating the continuous refinement of global accounting standard. In the following part, we look at the main parties that develop the revenue from contract with customer. First, International Accounting Standard Board, IASB. According to MASB 2014, MFRS 15 is equivalent to IFRS 15, revenue from contract with customer, as established an amendment by IASB. So, the IASB, a global standard setting authority, developed IFRS 15 as a comprehensive framework for recognizing revenue from contract with customer. The MASB adoption of MFRS 15 reflects Malaysian commitment to aligning its accounting standard with global best practice set by the IASB. So, the next party that involved with the development of MFRS 15, which is Malaysian Accounting Standard Board, MASB. According to PwC 2018, the Malaysian Accounting Standard Board, MASB, established the Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard, MFRS 15, which is revenue from contract with customer, to create a uniform and true revenue recognition approach for all contract with customer. The principal objective was to promote uniformity in financial reporting procedure among various sector and capital market, therefore improving comparability both within and between businesses. The objective of MFRS 15 is to optimize revenue recognition procedure, fostering openness and enabling more significant financial information and comparison for the advantage of analyzed investor and other relevant parties. So I think that's all for my part. Thank you, Doctor, for listening.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shazwan bin Muhammad Nazir with metric number 288363. Regarding the nature of MFRS 15 revenue from contract with customers, this is distinctly principle-based, operating within a conceptual framework rather than a rigid set of rules. This approach prioritizes flexibility and professional judgment, recognizing that transactions often don't neatly fit into predefined guidelines. One key aspect of MFRS 15 is its emphasis on the substance of transactions over their legal form. This means that in financial reporting, the economic reality of a transaction takes precedence. This standard establishes core principles for revenue recognition, addressing critical elements such as contract identification, transaction pricing, and the allocation of price to performance obligation. What sets MFRS 15 apart is its adaptability to diverse industries and transactions. Recognizing the uniqueness of different business scenarios, the standard provides industry-specific guidance, allowing entities the freedom to customize their accounting policies. This flexibility ensures that companies can accurately reflect the economic realities of their specific circumstances. Professional judgment, also a cornerstone of MFRS 15, acknowledging the complexity and diversity inherent in business settings. The standard explicitly encourages the use of professional judgment for an accurate representation of transactions. Additionally, MFRS 15 places a strong emphasis on transparency through robust disclosure requirements. This enables users of financial statements to understand the significant judgments made by the management. In summary, MFRS 15 represents a comprehensive and flexible approach to revenue recognition. It embodies principles over strict rules, allowing for nuance and context-specific application. By prioritizing substance over form, encouraging professional judgment, and promoting transparency, MFRS 15 aligns with a principle-based philosophy that enhances the accuracy and relevance of financial reporting in diverse business environments.
Moving on with limitations of revenue from contract with customers, MFRS 15. So the global accounting standard known as revenue from contracts with customers, or MFRS 15, lays out guidelines for identifying from customer contracts. MFRS 15 has certain restrictions and difficulties, even though it is thought to be a major improvement in revenue recognition procedures. So we found three major limitations of revenue from contract with customer. So the first one is subjectivity and judgment. So although this method improved the standard's flexibility to various contractual arrangements, it also presents the issue of increased subjectivity and dependence on expert opinion. Businesses using MFRS 15 must use judgment in a number of crucial areas, such as identifying performance responsibilities, figuring out transaction pricing, and allocating revenue. So due to this inherent subjectivity, various entities may interpret and apply the standard differently, so which could result in inconsistent financial reporting procedures. So one of the biggest challenges for both preparers and consumers is finding the ideal balance between guaranteeing a consistent application of the principles and offering flexibility for various sectors. So for the next one is complexity on implementation. So adoption of MFRS 15 necessitates a full comprehension and application of its principles. So especially for entities involved in a complex business transactions or operating in industries with unique revenue recognition procedures. So the standards presents an extensive structure that requires defining performance duties, evaluating the transaction price with care, and allocating income among these commitments. So companies must devote significant amount of time and money to shifting from previous models, previous standards, and modifying accounting policies due to the standards complexity. So the next one is transition challenges. So the standard needs a fundamental change in how income is recognized. So business must also reevaluate their contracts, determine their performances and expectations, modify their accounting practices accordingly. So given the complexity and resource requirements of this transaction process, the nuance of the new revenue recognitions methodology must be carefully taken into account. So business may encounter difficulties appropriately interpreting and implementing the standard, which could also cause delays in financial reporting and need more time to work assure compliance.
Assalamualaikum. Greetings to Doctor and friends. My name is Amirul Aiman bin Abdul Wahab, metric number 280867. So I will address the opportunities associated with the implementation of MFRS 15 and propose a comprehensive approach to overcome its limitation. First and foremost, it is imperative for organizations to prioritize training and education initiatives for their accounting and finance teams. By providing comprehensive training sessions, we can assure a clear understanding of the principles and requirements outlined in the standards. Moreover, instituting continuous education and programs will keep our teams abreast of any amendments or interpretations related to the standard, fostering a culture of ongoing learning within our organization. Secondly, A well-structured implementation plan is crucial for success in navigating the complexities of MFRS 15. This plan should encompass a detailed timeline, milestones, and specific tasks involving cross-functional collaboration among finance, legal, IT, and other relevant departments. The ultimate goal is to create a cohesive strategy that aligns with the organization's objectives and minimize disruptions during the transition period. Furthermore, leveraging technology is a key recommendation to overcome the limitations posed by MFRS 15. Organizations should consider investing in accounting software and other technological solutions to streamline the revenue recognition process. Automation not only reduces the likelihood of errors but also enhances efficiency in identifying and allocating revenue. This in turn frees up valuable resources for more strategic tasks within the organization. Last but certainly not least, effective contract review and documentation processes are essential components of a successful implementation of MFRS 15. It is crucial for organizations to establish robust procedures for identifying and documenting contracts, clearly defining performance obligations, variable considerations, and any modifications to the contract. This ensures that the entire team is aligned and understands the criteria for contract identification, thus contributing to a smoother and more effective implementation process. Therefore, by prioritizing education, implementing a well-structured plan, leveraging technology, establishing effective contract review processes, organizations can not only overcome the limitations associated with MFRS 15, but also pave the way for a more efficient and compliant future. Next, I will explain briefly about example letter to be sent to MASB. Based on the diagram besides, this is just a letter proposed to MASB. This letter just focus on the formal greetings to propose our opinion towards the case. For the second page, all information regarding suggestions on limitations of MFRS 15. That's all from me and for the group. Thank you.